Hello, SpeedGaming, and welcome to this A Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament, Qualifier number 3. I am the Titan 84, and I'm joined here with Koi.
Good morning.
So, today we have Tam and prieR57, 57, sorry, as our restreamers of total of 81 contestants.
Yeah, nice sizable race here in the very, very, very early morning for some of us.
For some of us, it's easy.
Well, you said it was like 6 o'clock at night in Sweden, right?
Yeah, at evening.
Well, for me, it is very early. I woke up especially to commentate this race.
Oh, thank you. So, this is the third qualifier. We've had two already. One of them, I have seen the entire thing, and it was fast. The first winner of that race got like 56, 57 minutes. It was insane. But let's see if we can get a little bit more stuff happening this race.
Jet seeds are terrible for qualifiers. Like from a runner's point of view, because in a jet seed, there's this giant variance between like first place and 20th place. So it really hurts your qualifier score overall if you're not on that god route path, right? But where a terrible seed, where it's like Agapet or something, even if you have the god route, you're typically not going to be that much faster than somebody who full cleared the game.
I believe we should be getting started very, very shortly here. Just waiting for the delay to finish. So yes, this is open hard mode specified for this tournament. So we have only 3 heart containers, but a whole bunch of pieces of heart. So we still have 20 hearts max. And that's a fire rod very early on.
Yeah, I think we're just calling it Tournament Hard is the official name for it. It's mostly just normal Link to the Past. Like nothing's too different. Just a little bit of a cap on what we might see. So like no Butter Sword, no Blue Mail, etc.
I think the most important thing, at least to me, is bow is not progressive.
Yeah, which has like no bearing on difficulty, but it is important to know that the main thing for our runners to keep in mind with the non-progressive bows is going into pod. Because with progressive bows, it's not that big a deal. You go into pod, maybe you'll find a bow there, haha. And then also, if you find a bow, it doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be something in pod. But in this mode, with non-progressive bows, the bow itself is a much bigger tell of where you might find progression. So we might see people go to pod when they maybe normally wouldn't, just because they found that bow early or something like that.
So Tam found out, and prieR will find out very shortly, is that our bush crabs have 4 bombs. Very useful.
Yep, super nice to have. It looks like both runners going after the lumberjack check as well.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a quick check to do at the start, and if it is something in a race like this, you don't want that to be your check an hour into the race.
Yeah, it's a significant change in mentality in a qualifier race because, like in a 1v1 race, the most important thing is that you finish first. But in a qualifier race, the most important thing is that you finish relatively quick compared to the par time of the first 5 runners, right? So you'll see people take a little bit safer routing strategies on average to avoid getting, blown out because they skipped one thing in one place.
But that can also be the opposite, that if you do a play that almost nobody else does and it pays off big time, then you will have a much, much better time.
Yeah, Yeah, it totally can.
So we got a mirror in blind cell, or blind's basement.
Yeah, mirror, fire rod doesn't really tell us much yet. And both runners are going to get all these items. They're all going to the evergreen places.
I don't think we have a map check yet.
Glove in the well as well. Oh, and a flute. Nice. All right, so
Stacked
now,
well.
yeah,
Stacked
now
well.
the picture is starting to become a little clearer on what's happening in this scene.
We are myths or book from going to desert.
Or just a hammer from Paradox Cave.
With that early flute, the runners are gonna have very quick running around the scene. At this point, with that early mushroom and flute, do you just turn it in?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, like fetch quests in Randomizer are always worth more when you find them early, because of the way the placement algorithm works. It's just more likely that a fetch quest you found in Sphere 1 is going to be progression. So it only makes sense to go turn it in as soon as you possibly can. And with the flute, there is no reason not to do that exactly. Now you might see somebody maybe like wait until they've saved and quit in order to be able to save scum the mushroom turn in. Nice ether on library. Keep that in mind.
That's all of our medallions, at least in knowledge.
I'm not a big fan of the mushroom save scum unless it's like super convenient to do so. Like I wouldn't go out of my way for it. Why do you map check so fast? I was still reading that. Tam, come on.
I believe it was a pendant Eastern. That's all I got.
Pendant Easter. I think it was red at Hera.
So yeah, the main thing that differs our runners here is Bombo's medallion. So,
And
yeah,
there's those mitts. Yeah, it looks like the desert checkerboard play is very likely to have some progression for us.
yeah, and Bombo's was actually at Uncle. So that is the main difference between our runners and the time difference between us.
Oh, damn, missing that first fire rod shot. Having a resort with bombs.
So yeah, Alamo is open.
Yeah,
You
unless
can...
it's boots locked.
Oh, true.
It's really uncommon though to have flute mitts mirror and there not be progression in that area. So I imagine most air runners go there pretty darn quick. Tam saving and quitting out of mini Moldworm Cave. Are we setting up the save scum?
No, back of escape.
Okay.
Which is one way to set up the save scum, because you have to save and quit out of here anyway. Nothing in back of escape. Huh. I'm just heading to eastern area.
This is super uncommon. Yeah, this is just super safe routing.
guess they just want to be safe about the closet and then flew away?
Yeah, I really doubt he's going into Eastern here.
That's our bottle in Ice Rock, yay. I'm sorry, Bird.
Bird is a meanie. Immediately sick kid. Yeah, nothing in the closet. Tam flutes away. Yeah, this is just like some people open the game differently. Like we saw the Uncle route and we saw the Sync start. Well, some people open like Houlihan into Saha's closet or something, right? So Tam probably thinking, well, somebody might have done this super early. I don't want to put it off too long.
Yeah, that was Ice Rod on sick kid.
Oh, nice. Our runners will only ever have one bottle, but there are 4 bottles to grab. So
our medallions
probably
are not very useful this seed because Turtle Rock and Mire are pendants.
TR and Mire pendants usually mean a fast seed. Those are the 2 very slow dungeons that take the most number of items to access. Although we have 2 of the 3 medallions, and we know where the 3rd one is. So also might be a really slow seed too.
And that's hook shot. Wow.
Nice add a logic there. Tam does the super bunny glitch to get in here by mirroring on the same frame that they entered the cave. They enter a super bunny state that allows them to pick up checks.
And Desert is not boots locked. That was the big key.
What was on the torch?
I'm not sure if he checked. Tam will give us that check then. Well, that's the small key, so... Just a compass.
It's a compass, okay. Yeah, so that's full clearable.
I mean, it's full clearable without a sword.
Lamo's in logic with the rods.
Yeah, you just don't have any magic.
Oh, missing a fire rod shot.
You really want to find the magic pack right now. I don't... There is no full magic refill in Desert at all.
No. Was that both items? I wasn't paying enough attention.
I saw bombs. I'm not sure. I was looking at Tam.
Yeah, I don't remember what was in the compass chest. Oh, there is a sword. That'll make Lamo a bit easier.
20 rupee stun price is nice.
Okay, that was both items. 100 rupees in the compass chest. Okay, so Lamo does not have an item. No reason to do it right this second. We probably won't see Lamo until like the end of the game, because the longer you wait, the faster the fight's going to be.
Yeah, I am surprised that neither of them are going for the crossroads check in Escape.
Well, they don't have the map.
Yeah, but it's in logic.
Yeah, but like that's the check you want to skip. So if you don't find both the map and the key, there's a chance that it's going to be a useless map or key in that chest. So you do like all the other checks first and hope that you haven't found it, and then you can rule out Dark Cross entirely.
Fair, but it is just the map that you're risking there because you have the key from the back.
Yeah, but you don't want the map.
No, you don't.
I mean, if they
But-
found the key and the map in the back of Escape, then yeah, I'm sure they'd both go for it because it's guaranteed to be an item.
Yeah, now we are running out of logical places to go.
Nah, we haven't seen Front of Escape. We haven't seen Eastern. I think we haven't seen Agina, and nobody's climbed the mountain. And Zora.
Right, Mountain is in logic with Flute, right.
And Zora as well is in logic.
Yeah, run us back in a little bit of sync here.
Wow.
And yeah, Agina Tam checked, and that was just 10 bombs.
Oh, we did get Agina. I'm sorry. All I want is a moon pearl.
And Tam can go to the eastern part of that mountain now. Out of logic with that hook.
Yeah, they'll know that it's not going to be leading to their moon pearl. But you know, if we don't find anything up in Hera, it's possible we'll see East Death Mountain just for the density of it.
Also, Tam can Hera Pot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible. I'm not sure that would be like the safest play for a qualifier race with your out of logic hookshot.
I mean, if you're gonna have to, you're able to do Hera all of it with the gear you have, but
Yeah.
the hookshot just makes it a lot faster.
Yeah, but I mean, like it might be skipping an item.
Ah, you mean that way.
And
True.
when you're missing the moon pearl, skipping things doesn't always feel smart.
Yeah. French vanilla moonpool, anyone?
Okay, well, we got the big key, so no skipping an item because of Hera Pod today.
Unless it's in the basement.
Well, yeah, but Hera Pod doesn't skip the basement. It skips the big chest when the damn. It skips the big chest when the big key's in the basement.
Yeah. But yeah, Tam is Hera potting.
Yeah, Hera potting here, it's just a little time type. It's slightly faster than climbing.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, it's not that much faster if it takes you a while, though. Okay, we got it. There we go.
So yeah, he'll make up the time he lost for that unfortunate death.
And
oh my!
There it is, vanilla. Do you want to say it, or should I say it?
You say it.
Is this even rando?
Okay, that just opened up the entire seed.
Look at that. What was that spin? That was crazy. A little spin off the bumper. That was weird. Yeah, having sequence broken to that hook shot is very significant because prieR didn't do that. And now Tam, without having to leave the mountain, can go get a bunch of checks. The sync kills. Wow.
Wow. And there is an item in the basement.
I don't think we'll be seeing that. Or, I mean, I don't know. I guess because it's a qualifier, we might see that. Typically, you wouldn't grab Hera Basement at this point in time.
And they both go back in.
Yeah, this is just qualifier safety.
Yeah. So prieR is taking a coffee break here, but Tam seems to want to. Yeah, they did a little dance there, but yeah, now it's a break.
Yeah, typically you players wouldn't make this play. Like, because Hera Pacement looked like a really good idea before we had Dark World access, but once you got that Moon Pearl, like, the entire game just opened up. You now have like 150 new places to go. So this one super slow check doesn't seem like such a good idea anymore. But since we're in a qualifier race, our runners are much more concerned about getting a bad time than they are concerned about getting a really good time. So playing super safe here, and it totally pays off because that's where the Cadus of Mario was.
Yeah.
Holy moly. What a terrible seed this is going to be for some people. Because not everyone in the race is going to play this safe, you know? Like, somebody is going to skip it.
Yeah, but do you need it?
Well, I mean, that's true.
I mean,
yeah,
it's very
it could
useful.
it could be a Samaria-less seed. That is very true. We want it though. I mean, it's going to save enough time in Ice Palace, unless we're go-moding it, to be worth the Hera basement trip.
And I mean, if there's anything required in Turtle Rock, you need that.
All right, so this is where that hook shot causes the divergence. Tam immediately goes to East of Mountain, where they can get so many checks. And prieR is like, all right, normal Dark World stuff, Village of Outcasts. Notably, prieR is not immediately going to Skull Woods, even though it's a full clearable crystal, because Mothula is gross.
What? 5 Hearts Fighters Sword Mothula?
Yeah, that's what I said. Gross.
Yeah. So far, nothing for Tam on Death Mountain.
So I think Skullwoods here is the uncontested, most efficient play, right? It's a crystal dungeon, you can full clear. It only makes sense to go there. But prieR is smarter than what you might read on like a stat sheet, right? And prieR knows that if I go to this most efficient play, there's a pretty good chance Mothula is gonna like bully me, and I'm gonna lose way more time than I save by doing it right now. So let's put off going to Skullwoods for just a bit, and I'll come back later with a Master Sword, or at least more hearts, or something in my bottle, etc.
I think going back for the Smith here is actually a decent play. And then just do...
Yeah, you just do Smiths down to Hive Cave.
Yeah.
And we have Flute and Mitts anyway, so like getting back to Village of Outcasts is super fast.
The Hookshot Cave.
Pick up everything but the Smith. We got it. It's okay.
So Hookshot was a trap, because East Death Mountain had nothing.
Well, I don't know about trap.
Like, well...
prieR's going to do these checks eventually. We did see Bombos is TR access.
Walking Spiral Cave.
Man, Tam didn't even get a heart container.
You got several heart.
Yeah,
pieces,
they're closer to a heart container, but they're not quite there. Oh, hey, there we go. Sword on the mountain. Totally justified. Everything makes sense now. So we might see Mothula right away from Tam then. What? prieR, you specifically skipped a heart piece on Dig Game. Explain yourself.
He might have realized that, right, I have to actually do Moth on this gear.
Yeah, he probably was skipping it, and then he realized, oh man, maybe I should have picked that up, but it was too late. There are 20 hearts in the pool, so it's not really imperative that you pick up every heart piece you see or anything, like in like when the cap is only 14 or something.
Yeah.
But you know, when you don't have very many hearts, it's, you know, safer to pick them up.
And yeah, Tam is rushing that hand in to get his ice rod, which we really hope isn't required this season.
Well, I mean, we have the medallion, we have the red cane, we have the ice rod. I think it's going to be required.
In Trinex is in logic right now. Okay.
No, we need
that.
the hammers though.
Oh right. Have to get in.
But that's coming. You know, it's the hammer. It unlocks so much of the game. It's coming. It's on the way. We don't even have access to East Dark World yet.
Yeah, but
Well, I guess we do. No, we don't. Never mind.
to finish this seed, we just need flippers, bow, and hammer. Yeah.
Yeah, and like all three of them will be in Turtle Rock, is what you're saying?
Well, let's see Hype Cave.
And we do see Tam immediately going to Skullwoods and going straight to the back for Mothula. This is because of the Master Sword. Like, without the Master Sword, this is a gross play, but with the Master Sword, it's like, nah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I agree with Chad. -1 out of 10 Hype Cave. I think this is prieR also going to
Yeah.
Mothula now.
Yeah, prieR got a couple more heart containers than from when he was here originally. But, I don't know,
No.
going somewhere else? Where are we going? Oh, to Thieves? Okay. Oh, he didn't even do first four.
That's a sword for him.
Wait, what was it?
prieR got a sword.
Oh, good. Oh, Tam needs that key. I don't know if we have anything in our bottle on Tam's side.
No.
I don't think so. Like, it should have been empty when we found it, but I don't think he's gone and, or she, sorry, they have gone and filled it up yet. All right, so this is all about avoiding the spikes and Mothula's attacks. Very nicely done. Takes out Mothula. No, not too much trouble. That hook shot at the end. You silly bead.
So according to chat, that was both items in the back of Skullwoods.
Yeah, very nice. Very quick full clear, and Tam can move on to bigger and better things. Like Graveyard Ledge.
I mean, the worst spot for anything right now is Eastern. Because that's the last place you're gonna go to.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, with where Dark World access was, it's gonna be the last place everyone goes to, except for people who just did it right away for no reason. And I think the general consensus is going to be that the kind of person that would immediately go to Eastern for no reason at the beginning of a seed would probably also do some other super crazy things later. And anytime they might have saved from one of those things, they lose by doing another one of those things. So I'm not worried about that, you know.
I am slightly worried about prieR leaving an item in Thieves Town.
Ooh,
Or,
don't die. There's only one rule of Thieves Town. Don't die. There are some hearts here in these pots. But yeah, you want to make sure you kill the enemies before you grab the pots, because especially the red Zazax, he likes to stand in the middle of the room and just start shooting beams up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, who is counting items? Was anyone counting items? Do we know?
Not it.
Chat, we're counting on you.
Oh no.
Chat, I am disappointed.
I believe there were 2 in the front with both keys in the front as well, so I think that this could be an item or it could be map compass. prieR, happy for that safety?
Yeah, blind script didn't go exactly the way you wanted, but that's why you had that blue cane equipped. All right, we got a map on the boss, so there's either an item in the big chest or there's not.
I believe that there is an item.
Oh, I guess we'll just have to wait if no one knows for sure.
So yeah, the only check I missed was the attic. I think that was the compass.
All right, now we see prieR going after Skullwoods here.
Yeah, with his Master Sword.
Yeah, Master Sword makes that a little more appealing.
Oh, we got the lamp as well in Thieves Town. I missed that.
The trackers didn't, though, and they're the ones that matter.
Yeah. I know we don't need it, but Agahnim is now in logic.
Well, this is significant because that's access to East Dark World.
Yeah, but we can glitch our way over there.
Right, but like logically.
Logically, that is important right now.
Like it's important to know whether or not you are sequence breaking. Even if you don't mind sequence breaking, you want to know that it's happening so that you can keep track of what item you won't be finding.
Yeah. Which means that hammer can now be in...
Yep, hammer and flippers.
Or, you know, they can just be sitting in front of escape.
Yep. I mean, going to East Dark World and like Pyramid isn't that bad because you could just mirror over into front of escape then, right? That's efficient. Get 2 checks at the same time.
I think for Tam, that's more efficiency because he didn't go to Uncle.
Yeah, even more efficient. Yeah, it's maximum efficiency. That's why everyone always puts off doing the flipper checks until they can do catfish, right?
I mean, some of us like to fake flipper like 15 minutes into the game.
I'm being facetious, you guys. Efficiency is really important, but it's very easy to lose a bunch of time because you wanted to pair checks together, and so you put them all off for way longer than you needed to, just because you didn't want to do one without the other. So when the situation arises, yeah, mirroring over to front of escape from the pyramid is great, but you know, you're not going to go do a bunch of one-off checks in order to wait for that opportunity.
Mothula is not fun here for prieR, but he gets it down.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you have Master Sword slashes versus Fighter Sword slashes. We'd still be here slashing that bug with the Fighter Sword. Oh, chat was paying attention this time. There are no items in the big chest.
Good chat.
I wasn't paying attention. Still.
Yeah, I was still watching the Mothula fight.
All right, so we've pretty much walked over each other's footpaths here. Everyone's done everything here in West, North, and South Dark World.
Tam hasn't done the south part yet.
Right, but that's where they're going. They're gonna do
Oh,
each
yeah.
other's
Oh, yeah.
steps. Like prieR's doing the north, and Tam's gonna do the south after this.
Oh yeah, Tam had Eastern Death Mountain to do first, so that's where he is slightly off.
Yeah, so I would expect prieR to go over to Mire Shed soon, get the hook shot, and then do all those Dark World and Light World Death Mountain checks that Tam had already done.
I mean, the longer he delays that, the more chance he has of it being his go mode. So,
We might see prieR Kern jump here. I guess that's a reasonable play now that East Dark World's in Logic too.
so could you fake Flipper into a Fairy Key with this setup that prieR has?
What?
So with Kano Samaria and Boomerang and bombs.
Oh, are you talking about splash deleting into waterfall?
Sorry, Splash Elite.
Yeah, prieR can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here comes the Kern jump. prieR takes a bomb and hops off the ledge and lets the bomb push him into the transition, activating fake flippers. Just for a second so we can get over here. But yeah, prieR can mirror at Catfish and do Waterfall Fairy into Zora. I mean, it's definitely possible with this equipment. I don't know if he will do it.
He also has just enough money for Zora.
Yeah. But if he does Zora, he will not have enough money for Pod, which, you know, may not be the biggest concern, but we are on East Dark World. It's something to think about.
He doesn't have mirror out. I don't think he is gonna.
Yeah, he's already walking away. He's not interested. Flipper checks big on.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that neither of these runners wants. Anything on the magic bat.
They both ditched their mushroom, right?
I know Tam ditched the mushroom. Can't remember if prieR did.
Well, fake powdering Magic Bat is a very slow way to do an already super slow check. And without the hammer, it's even extra slow. So even if you have the mushroom, I don't think we're going to see Magic Bat anytime soon. And sitting on the pyramid, we just have a book. That is awful. Thank you, game.
That is absolutely awful.
So we already had access to desert, so all the book is the tablets, both of which are so incredibly far away.
And an accidental mirror bunk there.
Alright, who has the hype book emote?
prieR is doing the efficient thing and going into front of escape. Hoping not to find that map.
Yeah, and we have the mirror, so like getting back and doing Dark Frost after is not a big deal. No death warping.
Yeah, true. Now let's see what Tam does here, because they're in a choice here what to do.
Yeah, we could splashly over to East Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do. We got the cane out.
Yeah.
So this is a different way to set up fake flippers than what we've seen so far. Tam is going to put 5 Ancilla on the screen and then hop into the water. And with 5 Ancilla on the screen, there's no room for the splash to spawn, and the game will activate fake flippers. Very good. So the 5 were 2 bombs, the red block, the red boomerang, and the sparkle from the red boomerang. All right, and he could have fake flippered all the way to this bridge, but you know, if you get hit while you're doing that, bad things happen. So we're doing a little jump there to make it onto the bridge.
And there was a map in the Lost Chest in
Dark Cross.
Yeah, in Dark Cross. So
Cool. So we get to skip that. Awesome.
But yeah, Tam doing a high five here with prieR.
Tam going over to Pyramid first.
Yeah, he
I
still
mean, this
has...
makes sense because we have so many light world checks here.
Yeah.
This... We know it's going to result in nothing, though. So, like, what does he... Or what do they do after this, right? Do we go over to Pod and Orphan Catfish? Or do we go to Catfish and Orphan Pod? Like, it's kind of split up, right? How do you do one and not the other?
Yeah. But he does want the Bombos medallion from...
All right, so we talked about this at the beginning. We have non-progressive bows. So there's only one bow in the game that would put a portion of Pod in logic. And it is possible that Pod is completely bow locked.
I mean, at that point, don't you just mirror over to Eastern and check a couple of checks? Because if the bow's there, then you're golden.
I don't know if I'd go into Eastern at this point. Oh, the hammer
Well,
was
you
just
can find the hammer.
We are completely bow locked, but it was the hammer in the first chest. Hey, this seed is gross. That is so gross. Wow.
So there is
Terrible.
there are 2 checks Tam didn't do on the mountain. The tablet and Spike Cave. Both of which
well, we'll see that.
prieR.
Yeah, we're gonna see the tablet pretty quick, but I think it's gonna be a while before we see Spike Cave because we have a full clear of Turtle Rock on the way.
I'm not sure you're going independent Turtle Rock at this
Dude,
point.
after you full clear the mountain for literally nothing, you're not gonna full clear Pendant Turtle Rock. I mean, I'd be all over the Turtle Rock here. I mean, where else are you gonna go, right? I mean, ice is still out of logic. Like, if he wanted to sequence break ice, he'd do it right now.
There.
Mire's a Pendant 2, and it's only 2 items instead of 5, plus Green Pendant and Mimic Cave. Swamp is out of the question, no flippers. Pod is completely bow locked, so you don't want to go there. Desert doesn't have any items, and Eastern is the worst thing in the world. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm surprised he hasn't gone back for Mire Shed yet.
I hope he remembers that he missed that.
Because that's where our hookshot was. But yeah, I think Turtle Rock is very, very much so the best thing that our runners can do right now.
Which means it very might well be that Kino Samara is required this season.
Sure, we'll definitely see the full clear of the mountain first. So prieR's going to go through all the light world and the dark world checks before committing to full clearing Turtle Rock.
And while they're doing this, please follow these runners. They are putting up a fantastic show of a horrible, horrible scene.
Tam went to catfish. Oh no.
Uh,
Yeah, it was an awkward situation because you didn't want to do pod first, right? Because pod is so gross in with non-progressive bows and you don't have a bow. And then the pyramid just looks so appetizing because we could mirror over and do all those other checks.
I think they're going back, though.
It does look like it. I hope that's what happens because we need to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a weird situation where you're at the pyramid and you can either go north to catfish for one check or west or east to pod for like maybe one check. Tam playing it super safe and walking all the way back to pod here.
Also, we don't have our boots yet. What would make this seed even worse? DT Big Key on Torch. You don't have the boots.
Yeah, I'm.
I'm just saying, it has been absolutely terrible up until now.
It's such a long way away. I don't think we need to worry about that yet. And like most of the time you find the big key on the torch, the boots are just in GT anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, Pry is open up GR. He might be going in there. And Tam is going for his hammer now.
Yeah, this is really good for Tam. I'm sure if something had been at Catfish, like anything that unlocked new locations, we would not be seeing this play. But Tam is pretty much starved for locations. Doesn't mind walking over to pod.
And Zora is still on logic.
Yep, Zora's in logic.
Eastern.
Yeah, in Eastern. Is that it? I guess the book checks from Tam's point of view. We have not seen Bomba established from either runner. And there's the hammer for Tam, and Tam is out of there.
Yeah, and prieR can't do Hookshot Cave.
I mean, at this point, I think prieR just forgot about Mire Shed. Like, there's not much reason to put it off once you had the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, it does unfortunately look like that, but
I'm sure prieR will remember it the next time we go over to the Eastern area, or sorry, the Mire area. But right now, maybe out of the way. And Tam's just going straight to Turtle Rock here.
yeah.
we'll check Ether Tablet on the way, but then straight to Turtle Rock. We've already seen all the other checks on the mountain from Tam.
Yeah, Bomba's tablet would also be very bad.
No hookshot, so prieR has to go the slow way in the torch room. Damn. This is all Quick Swap's fault. Just enough magic to get by there for prieR. Oh! Spike rollers are mean. Alright, Tam showing off a little rando usefulness knowledge. Not that it was actually useful, because bully fairy. But, oh, that's so rude.
The fairy just wants to survive.
Bonk prizes can be gotten by using Quake as well. So normally when you bonk that, a fairy pops out, but so a fairy will pop out even when you use Quake. But, yeah, Tam could have pre-grabbed it by hookshotting or boomeranging the top left corner. I think that would work even with Quake. But not doing that, the fairy was given the opportunity to escape, and it did.
mean, if there is no progression in here, there's really not many places left.
Oh, you just go straight to Mire.
You would admire before. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Mire before what? Wait,
Eastern.
Eastern? Oh, yeah. Full clear Pendant.
And Tam does the same. This might be nerve setting in,
Those
because
lasers hurt you guys.
on 8 hearts and green mail.
Oh my gosh.
They jump
You know,
also hard.
I have a shirt with chain chomps on it. They're all sitting around a table playing poker. It's awesome.
I'm doing the safe way and mirroring out of that room.
prieR taking no chances this time. So having low hearts on green mail has this really weird way in Link to the Past of taking your 100% consistent damageless, I've never gotten hit by anything in this room before in my entire life strategies, and throwing them completely out the window.
Yep.
There's something about being so close to death that brings death even closer still.
Oh, right. Terrorwalk is green pendant.
Yeah, and then with Mimic Cave as well, that brings our total to 7 items for dipping this dungeon.
Yeah, 6 more checks. For prieR. Sorry, 7 with big chest. Okay. Well
That was
done, prieR.
intentional. Yeah, that was intentional. Oh, good, a fetch quest.
Thanks, game.
So that was our last in logic? No, we have the lamp. Never mind. I forgot we found the lamp. Everything here is in logic.
Next, green pendant, everything. I think that death made prieR a little bit more self-aware that maybe you need some extra hearts in here. Because you don't pick up those hearts when you have normal red made or lots of hearts in here.
I don't know. I'd pick them up if I needed them, right? It doesn't take that much time. Don't mind going a little out of the way for safety.
I mean, true, he did need the magic as well. Oh, hi, Powder.
Oh, 2 fetch quests. How wonderful.
I would like to thank our wonderful tracker, Daruk, because they're doing a fantastic job keeping us on track with all of these items that we sometimes miss.
Try next, please. All right, Tam pulling out the bootsless skips here. The walk skips, you might call them, here on Turtle Rock Laser Bridge. So it's a really neat way to do this, but if you just hesitate very barely while you're walking across the little bridge, the laser timing works out perfectly for you to avoid getting hit. So you just walk across, stop for barely a second, and then keep walking. Just have it like a little stutter step, I guess. And it just times out perfectly. Oftentimes you'll see players like wait at the corner and then watch the laser and dip around, but some players find the walk skips easier.
Prior, Spike Cave.
Yeah, wanting to follow those fetch quests right away. Not doing Spike Cave. Okay. Mushroom was a bust, but we finally have something in our bottle.
Yeah, Tam tied in his mushroom early. Now, Prior, when are you gonna go to the Mire area again? Not anything soon.
prieR's doing hammer pegs into bat, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because now you're getting a little bit worried that, wait, what did I miss? Where did I mess up? What one off did I skip?
No Spike Cave from Tam either.
That's a straight shovel. Almost an hour in and no boots.
There it is. Big chest of Turtle Rock shovel leads to bow.
I'm still gonna check the powder.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. And we're just one item from go mode now.
Yeah.
So I'd expect them to go to pod very, very quick and hope for flippers in there.
Still 1 in 22 chance that they are on the torch. GT.
Sure. Okay. why are you putting stuff like that out into the ether, man?
Because I know chat loves it. Yeah, let's not forget the green pendant here as we're walking into pod.
Yeah, I'm sure Tam will do that.
Yeah. But now it's getting troublesome for prior that he has not picked up his flip shot yet. It is very likely that he marked that off as cleared. So yeah, heading into pod. Crystal. And yeah, that's just a hot container on the green pendant. Yeah, flippers go mode with both ice and swamp as crystals. That's a good feeling.
I looked on his personal stream. He doesn't have a map tracker to look at, though, so no telling if it's something he knows he skipped or not. Right now, it's not costing him any time.
No.
Like, it's fine that he hasn't gone to get the hook shot yet. It's just as soon as he gets the flippers, every check he does without getting the hook shot is a time loss. And this might be more significant if he like goes and full clears ice or something, because even with Icebreaker, full clearing ice is a lot slower than go moding it.
Yeah, not much here yet. But just looking for those flippers now.
At least we get to go mode swamp.
Swamp
And ice.
and ice. Yeah,
Yep.
that's always good to know.
Flippers not being in pod would be really good for prieR. It's going to be a lot easier to remember Mire Shed when you can't be distracted by Ice Palace.
Yeah. Or going into swamp looking for a hook shot.
Really? Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say it.
I do.
I'm not sure Hammer Yump was worth it, but we got it.
Was that all the items? I'm not sure if I saw. Oh wait, no. There's an item.
I don't know. I rely so much on checking my menu for whether or not I have map and compass, and nobody menus anymore, so I never know.
So yeah, one item on Helma, and then it's. Oh god, we could have vanilla flippers as well.
Hammer's in logic because we had Master Sword and Lamp, so it was logical to kill Aga to get access to pod. So Hammer is not flippers locked. Flippers could still be an Eastern, but
oh yeah,
they don't have to be. We might see, if we don't find anything here, we might see Eastern right away just because of the proximity. Like we're just standing right here, and plus we can full clear it, so it's not that bad.
And especially for Tam, because they're in one item go mode. They don't have to do anything beyond as they find the flippers in Eastern, if it's there.
I think I'd prefer going to Mire. Like if both checks were equal distance away, right? I'd prefer going to Mire just because it requires more items to get into. But yeah, it's hard to pass up Eastern when you're literally standing right in the front door, and you can full clear it. There's like not really much reason not to do it. Don't die. Okay. Oh no! You didn't turn on the blue cane. Oh damn. Tam switched to the blue cane. They were all ready to use it, and then Helma walked the other way, and so Tam just felt a little safe and decided to hesitate activating it. But this turned out to be their undoing because there was a fireball coming from below the screen. All right, yeah, unfortunate time loss here for Tam.
Yeah, Tam was going into all of that with low health, even beginning. Let's see, Helma, what do you have for us? Just a heart.
Very empty crystal dungeon.
I mean, isn't that the norm? If pot is a pendant, it always has something, but as a crystal, it's almost empty. We had
Something like that.
We had the hammer here, so...
All right, what do we have left? We got Eastern, we got Mire, Bombo's Tablet, Spike Cave. Is that it? Sora.
No, we have Thieves Town Big Chest.
No, we got all the items.
No, sorry, we got all the items. Never mind.
Yeah, Spike Cave, Zora, Eastern, Mire, Bombo's Tablet.
I'm trying to see, where did we have our red crystals?
Oh, I don't know. Do we have the reds? One was Hera. Oh, the other one's Pod, according to the tracker.
Yeah, so...
It's hard for us because we have like that really small resolution.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, that makes Pyramid Fairy available.
Pyramid Fairy is also a thing now. It's so far away.
Yeah, but both are on the saying, yeah, Pendant Eastern, let's go. I mean, at this point, you're also thinking Ped, right?
At this point, I'm hoping for Ped.
I mean, if prieR is thinking about Ped, he has to go back to the Mire area. Maybe he remembers, oh wait, did I do this?
Yeah, prieR might not be worried about Ped because, like, he literally can't do Mire right now.
That is true. So far,
that was
nothing...
all 3 items. I'm pretty sure, right? It was 3 heart pieces.
Yeah.
So yeah, prieR going to kill Armos.
Yeah,
prepping for pedestal.
Yeah, he's going for pedestal here. It has to be.
Or he just miscounted, I guess. Who hasn't killed a pendant boss because they miscounted items before?
That never happens. So wait.
prieR can't do Mire because he does not have the hookshot or the boots. The hookshot is in Mire Shed right next to Mire, but it's been so long without prieR going there. We're not even sure he knows that it was skipped.
mean, he has to go to desert, and the fastest way is to go through the Mire area.
Tam going Bombos Tablet into Pyramid Fairy.
I'm not sure if he's going to Bombos Tablet first. Maybe, maybe not.
Well, if he was gonna do Bombos Tablet, this is the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Bombos.
Already had one true vanilla location in this seed. Let's not make it two.
Not a Bombos Tablet. We are running out of options here. Notably, Tam did not kill Armos.
Yeah.
Even though for Tam, Pedestal is a very real and live possibility.
Oh yeah. They must just have decided that if it's Ped, I'm out. I lost.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not saying Ped like killing Armos was the better play. Just that it made more sense for Tam to do it than for prieR to do it. But it was the opposite that actually did it. All right, here we go. Mire Shed finally. Thank goodness.
I think going back to that area made prieR remember. Hang on, did I do that?
Okay, so this could spell a little bad news for prieR though, because getting the hookshot here makes Hookshot Cave look really, really good, which would mean an extra climb up the mountain for prieR.
Yeah, but that also makes Spike Cave.
Yeah, that's a good point. We might see Spike Cave if that happens. Or we might see Mire right here, right now, that we're standing in front of and now have access to. Or not.
He's doing...
Have we not done this already?
We have. That's Boots.
We're doing Agahnim?
Yeah, he didn't do Agahnim. But okay. That's the Boots in Pyramid Fairy.
Boots are a thing? Kind of a late pickup, though.
That's two
more checks. Yeah, 2 more checks.
I think prieR remembered I haven't done Agahnim when he came to the tablet, and then also, oh right, I didn't do
Mire Shed, yeah.
Mire Shed, yeah. Yeah, this is Hookshot Cave. Also,
yeah, I mean, Hookshot Cave makes sense. It's just unfortunate because we know it's empty. King's Tomb, nothing.
So, chat, what do you think it is? My bet is vanilla.
Not Blanc Rocks either.
So
okay, well, I mean, the boots are nice to have, I guess, but they're not helping us right now.
So it's Mire.
This is Mire right here.
Mire, Spike Cave, or vanilla.
Sora. Yeah.
The good thing for prieR is that now they're not gonna go into Ice Palace or Swamp.
Yeah, overall, finding the hookshot before the flippers is good.
We are getting a spy cave check.
All right, that'll clear up a question for us that we've been asking for a while. I was really surprised that both of them didn't do Spy Cave immediately after TR.
Yeah, same.
I mean, because they didn't find any hard progression in TR, right? Like all they found was fetch quests. So like Spy Cave wasn't exactly worse than turning in the shovel or the mushroom or whatever.
To be fair, without hookshot and the heart containers that they were on, it would not been as safe.
Oh no, they had plenty of hearts for to do it with the blue cane. You don't need any hearts to do it with blue cane, but it was empty all the same.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It's in logic on 3 hearts to do Spike Cave with blue cane.
Okay.
It's super tight. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it.
So far, I haven't seen any items in Mire.
Well, there's one.
There's one, so we got three places left. Mire second item, pet, and vanilla. And Tam is not gonna be happy if it's pet.
Yeah, that'd be really unfortunate with having skipped Armos.
That's an item in boss or cutting chest?
Yeah, I think so. We found all the keys, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because you don't always open the same number of key doors. One of those things you actually have to pay attention to. There's prieR's boots, so I'm sure we'll see boot checks right away. Yeah, I think doing cutscene before Vitreous makes more sense for Tam because of having skipped Armos. But they're both terrible. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's Pendant Mire.
it's like, would you rather be stabbed in your left leg or your right leg? Was that too violent? That might have been too violent. I'm sorry, you guys. Some damage boost strats here, like you might see in one of your old-fashioned NMGU speedruns.
And this is Sora.
Yeah. prieR, who did grab the extra pendant going after the overall checks instead. It's weird, like they're doing each other's checks.
Yeah.
You know? Like prieR's the one who's set up for pulling Ped, and Tam's the one making the play for Ped.
Okay, prieR, why are you going in here?
For the water walk.
Your flippers can't be in here.
For the water walk. Oh, well.
Fair.
I guess Silver's.
Silver's fair.
I mean, you'd go in here for the water walk because it's a faster way of getting to Zora, but I guess
but
opening the chest for looking for Silver's.
Is there a 4th sword?
No, you can't get 4 swords.
Yeah.
And Vitreous did not have an item. Tam going back in for that cutscene chest.
So we're gonna get an answer very soon where our last item is.
It is not on Zora. We're down to 2 checks. Where, oh, where could my flippers be? Oh, where could they be?
Tam will be more relieved if we find them here.
Alright, Tam needs it to be cutscene chest at this point. Hey,
There they
okay.
are.
That's good for Tam. I mean, it's still really bad in the overall race because like you could have gotten those way sooner. But I think Tam is just happy that they're not on pedestal after having skipped Armos.
Yeah. prieR might do the same route as Tam because they're still thinking pad.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense for prieR to kill Vitreous before cutscenes.
Yeah.
I mean, like prieR may even leave the item behind and go pull pedestal, and then have to come back. But that is go mode for Tam, putting Tam in a very clear lead at the moment.
So yeah, now you also kind of want silvers. You're not gonna go out of your way to find them, but
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even open one extra chest. Silvers at this point in the game save very little time. It's basically just the Ganon fight.
yeah,
And against a good silverless fight, it's like 30 seconds.
yeah. I'd open the last 2 chests in the GT climb, because that's enough of a minimal time waste.
Well, I'd open the one after Moldarm 2, but for other reasons. Reasons that cannot be spoken in polite company.
Yeah, good. prieR is going to the cutscene chest first.
That's so weird. Isn't that weird?
No.
No, it's weird because it makes sense for prieR to kill Vitreous first, but he does the cutscene chest first, and it made more sense for Tam to do cutscene first, but Tam went to Vitreous first. I'm just thinking, like, if I'm prieR, I committed so much extra time to going after Armos, who I knew did not have an item, just so I could do pedestal later. And now I'm trying to avoid pedestal, right? It doesn't track, but it does work out because that is where the flippers were. Go mode for prieR57. How do you choose which one has priority? Well, I was just thinking because prieR already had 2 pendants, where Tam specifically made the decision not to get the second pendant. So Vitreous is maybe the second item and definitely pedestal, and cutscene is only maybe the second item. Flippers were in cutscene chest of Mire.
Yeah, so if you were in this race and you were one of these runners, how behind would you feel?
Well, I always feel behind, no matter what. Especially in a race this size. With runners like Tam and prieR as my opponents. So I don't think I would feel good no matter what. But I don't think I would be more worried than normal, because this seed has been pretty awful, and the more awful a seed is, the smaller the gap between like the top finisher and like the 20th finisher, you know? Like, you gotta make some pretty nuts plays to god route this seed, right?
Oh yeah.
This is a seed where the hammer was first chest of completely bow-locked pod, with non-progressive bows, mind. And then we had what was it? The bow was actually behind that hammer, locked behind the shovel in Pendant Turtle Rock, and then as a go mode topper, your required flippers were back in Pendant Mire instead of some on the way check. So even like the super good players who made all the right decisions probably basically full cleared the game too.
Yeah, probably.
And And like you could have made the Mire play early, right? Like it was possible.
Yeah, but you don't, because at that point you have 100 checks to do.
Yeah, and if you do it, what happens is you probably full clear something else you don't want to full clear. Like you might, like if you get the flippers early, maybe you end up going to Ice Palace looking for that hammer rather than pod, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you check first Shez Swamp. So I mean, finding the progression item does not mean the same thing as getting a better time. It's all about what order you found them in. And I don't think there is a good order to find these items. Like, no matter what, there's some really horrible thing that's going to happen.
There are so many horrible things to see that, yeah. So yeah, time floating to do his very, very quick Ice Palace. At least it was the flippers that was last defined, with 2 crystal dungeons logically locking them.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point from Plumeria Knight. You could have gotten the hammer, and then instead of going to Turtle Rock, which led to the bow, full clear the flipper crystals. So yeah, I don't think like the top finisher on this race is going to be somebody who went to Mire right away. It's probably somebody who also had Go Mode flippers, but just made their way to Mire sooner, like did less overworld or something like that.
So we didn't have anything required in the Desert Mire area. We had a sword.
Well, the hook shot.
Yeah. The hook shot. Yeah, sorry. But if you don't go to the Mire area first, you go up the mountain and get your Moon Pearl. That could lead you to having a reason to go into Mire when you eventually go to that area.
Oh.
So you postpone the entire Mire Desert area. You get your Moon Pearl from Hera.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I think everyone's gonna go to Mire Desert, though, right?
Oh, I mean, it's the normal play. I just say that.
Yeah, it's like the only thing you're thinking about when you have Mitts and Mire with the flute. But yeah, you could have not gone there at all, and then your first time there being when you already have the Moon Pearl, and Mire looks more convenient. Oh yeah, and Hera Base. I forgot about Hera Basement. This was Samaria and Hera Basement too.
Mm-hmm.
That could be somebody's point of contention in the seed. I don't think it can be your Go Mode item, but it can be a really annoying thing that happened.
I mean, you have Fire Rod, you have King of Samaria and Hookshot when you get into the Mire area. Then, if you go to Hera first, you could just kill everything in Mire at that point.
If you got nice silvers. If you got Hammer before Kane, I think you definitely full clear Swamp and Ice.
Oh yeah.
Because Mire's just going to look better than doing Hera Basement, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you went and got the Moon Pearl and the Cane before you went to the Mire area, it is very likely that you just go into Mire when you're there and you get the hookshot. Because you can do most of Mire.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think our runners had bad routes to the seed. I don't think it could have been much better.
No.
Obviously, there's a bunch of things that they could have skipped, like the Eastern Dive, or a lot of the slower overworld, like Pyramid Ferry. Although that did lead to the boots. But for the most part, they got through the seed fairly efficiently and got to Go Mode the 2 most important dungeons to Go Mode, Swamp and Ice.
Oh yeah. Now, there's a bunch of numbers running through chat. If you want to guess what the GT Big Key is, go ahead. There is no bot, so this is just for thing. your 5-second thing.
It's for fun. It's fun, you guys. You hear me? This is fun. We're having fun.
Mandatory fun.
Oh, prior doing icebreaker while facing right. You don't see this too often. Usually people turn. There we go. Oh, missed it though. There we go, second try. And Tam enters GT at 129.15.
No more guesses.
Oh, that's where the cape was. Tam grabbing it for the safety? No, I'm not sure what that was about then. Just like rage dashes. What was that for? It was to kill Bob? Does that kill Bob if you don't grab it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because it's still there, right? Because if you respawn the room, it's still there.
I haven't really done that, so I'm not sure.
I'm not sure how it works. I would assume it doesn't actually kill Bob because the item's still on the torch. But I don't know. I've never knocked it off and not grabbed it. I like, you know, sometimes you'll see players like slash or place bombs on Saha or something, right, to express their frustration. But I don't know what Tam was frustrated about involving the cape. So I don't understand.
Fire just finishing his last crystal. Hopping in the first 11 checks.
Okay, I don't understand. I don't understand anymore. Maybe it only kills Bob as long as you don't re-enter the room, and this is to kill Bob.
I think it might be.
Okay, so we might be confusing some people. So Bob is the name of an anti-fairy that we see in the room above Ice Armos at the back half of this basement. And there is a visual glitch where if you grab the item off the torch, which we refer to as Bob's torch, then Bob will look like a normal anti-fairy. But if you don't grab that item, he is a glitch sprite that is unique, who we call Bob. So grabbing the item off the torch is referred to as killing Bob. And if we don't see the item in random room here, we'll get to see Bob. I can't think of any other reason to bonk the torch like that. No.
That's the big
I guess we'll never find out. Sorry, guys. Bob's status as a living being is forever unknown.
I believe that was number, let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the correct answer was from Spy Weaver. Congratulations.
Congrats, Spy Weaver. And prieR is going to Compass Room first, so no time to save here.
There is some route efficiency here.
Yeah, it's like one fewer Mire versus the route that Tam took.
Yeah.
Unless prieR is super spicy and goes full right, but no. No one does full right. As no one should. No one should ever do full right.
But yeah, with Silver's Tempered Sword and 14 Hearts, this is as safe as you are going to be in these races. Then mode 2, trolling Jam a little bit.
All the small Ks. Silvers were on Cold Stare. Completely unskippable. But you can turn them off if you really don't like them.
You do create some lag.
No, never mind. I was gonna say something stupid, but I didn't say it. I was just thinking, if it wasn't non-progressive, you could have skipped TR entirely by just going straight to ice. But it was non-progressive, so you had to do the TR play. And thus the Hera basement play as well. Oh, Aga. Alright, there we go. Nice hit on the last cycle there. Down goes the wizard. All that's left is the pig. You gotta wait, Tam. You can't kill him while he's a bat.
Yeah, and for some reason the flute works up there.
It's like the Eagles picking up Frodo. On not doing right, like. You could have done this the whole time. I think the fight with Aga 2 is outside, or like it's supposed to be outside, like you're on top of the building, like the roof.
Yeah, but it's still in the dark world.
Yeah, that's true. Boop. That's hit number 4 in phase 3. Onwards, 2 silvers. Oh, nice setup. With the triple. Nice.
Wow. Tam just needs to cross that 1x3 bridge, and he will have finished the seed. Get your GTs in chat for Tam as they finish this race in an official time of 1:38.36, which gives them 4th place in the race.
Yeah, 4th overall is fantastic, finishing about 5 minutes behind Lin. So Tam will have a very good par time.
Yeah, and they're joining us here in the booth now. GG.
GG.
Thank you. GGs.
Why do you hate Bob?
Oh, I figured a lot of people would not have boots. So when I got to GT and the torch was useless, I just...
Oh, okay, so it wasn't
That's
about Bob, it was about the boot.
No, it was about the boots, yeah.
Okay, alright.
Because I was like, when you consider that you have to do the boots checks after you get the boots, I was kind of suspecting that they would not be worth it time-wise. I don't know. They're probably quicker to get, but I wasn't feeling good about finding them.
Yeah, it wasn't a super great spot.
Yeah, this was quite a rude seed.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, really. I think it's funny that I sequence broke around Aga to get the hammer, but you could have got the hammer in logic without killing Aga if you just went and got flippers, but no one's going to do that. There's not a single person who's going to do that, so...
Nope.
Yeah, and if you do get the flippers early, it does not spell good news for you, because I'm sure
really
you end up full clearing both of those dungeons.
Yeah, even without the hammer, you still do it. Ice Ballast probably. It's flippers is the good go-round item for sure. But
yeah.
I
was more referring to the Kano Samaria in Hera basement, hammer in pod, leading to the bow from shovel in TR.
Yeah, I mean the king was kind of a really awful thing because you don't want to do Hera basement right after you get the pearl like that.
Yeah.
And even as I was doing it, I was like, I shouldn't be doing this.
Was this a qualifier thing? Like something you probably wouldn't have done in a 1v1?
I think I probably would still have done it in a 1v1, but it's... I don't know. I go back and forth a lot about Hera basement. It's a hard call to make usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this seed, I was basically 3 items from go mode when I got the pearl, so it felt really stupid to do Hera basement. But then later on, after I got the book, I was like, well, everyone's getting the cane now anyway, probably. Because you have to get the book on the way to the hammer pretty much, and then if you're going to Ether Tablet, you're probably going to Hera basement.
Yeah. And as we talk, prieR is finishing this seed with an official time of 1:41.36. Please get your GGs in chat.
So I think if you did skip Hera basement, you'd probably end up doing Mire first before going Ether Tablet, Hera basement, right?
Yeah, that's... Mire was definitely tempting for a long time, especially because hookshot actually led to nothing on the mountain. So I was like, I had this flute and this hookshot. The only thing they gave me was nothing. I guess I got 2 swords, but... Actually, I wasn't thinking about that. Without the cape, the 2 swords would be required for Aga, at least one of them. But Aga didn't actually matter in the end. I don't know. Mire was definitely a play that you could have made at any point and not felt too bad about it, I think. Because it was relatively obvious. Yeah, just get the flippers. They're right there in the spoiler log.
Yeah, because when you find that Kano Samaria and you see the Dark World pendants, I might not even need this.
Yeah, no, I got it, and I'm like, this is the exact last item I wanted to find. Because I knew it was probably not necessary. Except for a TR dip, but hammer is one of my go-mode items, so TR seemed really unlikely.
Welcome, prieR.
Joining us in the booth is prieR. GG.
GG.
So you gotta tell us, prieR, Mire Shed, did you forget about it? Or were you really just putting it off that long?
I wanted to couple it with Mire, but yeah, I checked other things before, like a big well bomb. I found my boots and I checked the boots lock checks after it. So no, I didn't forget it, but
Okay.
I decided to do it later.
Because we saw Mire Shed like right away because Tam did Super Bunny with the mirror to check those two locations. And like you kept going to other places, and I was thinking like, man, Mire Shed's like so fast. It's surprising that we haven't seen it yet from prieR. But just trying to pair it with Mire makes sense. Not going there until you could do Mire as well.
Yeah, and I wanted to absolutely stay in logic and trying to locate where Hook and Flippers could be, but yeah, I don't know. I'm doing a good play by crane jumping in pod, but after it I last located my Flippers, so I'm pretty happy with the result considering all the checks I did.
Yeah, so to both of you, how worried were you about Ped when you just picked up those flippers?
Yeah, I did not make great decisions regarding Ped because yeah, I had a feeling that I probably should have killed armors because after I did pod, like 90% of my good options are in Eastern and Maya, so playing pedestal seems like a thing that will probably happen, and it's so slow to go and check without boots that I'm just probably not going to check it. And then I got boots, but I had already been in Eastern, so I didn't check it anyway. And then I killed Vitreous, which was like really dumb. But
It was very unusual because Tam got 3 items out of Eastern and left, and prieR got 3 items and killed Armos. So prieR was setting up to do the ped pull later, and Tam was not. And then when you guys went to Mire, prieR did cutscene before Vitreous, but Tam did Vitreous before cutscene. So it was backwards from what would have made sense with your earlier decisions from both of you.
yeah, I should have just checked because there was also a lot of one-off checks that I put off that I shouldn't have because I just went straight to the Pendant dungeons. I don't know. I never make good decisions in situations like this.
On our end, that literally was the only that was the place, and Ped were the only 2 places remaining for those flippers.
Yeah.
Well, you guys made the most important decision this seed, which was to get flippers last. I think that's going to be the biggest time difference for most of the runners in this race. Is did you get flippers before it was your go mode item?
Yeah. The other thing you might do if you get flippers early, or don't get flippers early, is you still might like clear pod and Eastern slowly without the bow. Because when pod was bow locked, I was not going any further in, but you could reasonably have made the decision to do that even without the bow.
It wouldn't have been crazy, I think, with like if you had the sequence break ready to go and you were missing more than one item.
Yeah, and having bow guru doesn't stop you from killing Trinex anyway, because it was just the shovel that led to the bow.
Yeah, that's super gross. No, I mean, like, there wasn't really a big difference between you guys. It was mostly just, honestly, I think it was mostly just the late hook shot from prieR was 1 extra climb up the mountain, you know? So that's like 90 seconds or something extra. And I think prieR did maybe a couple more overworld checks before going to Mire, but didn't kill Vitreous, so it kind of evens out. But you guys are both going to have fantastic par scores, both in the top 10. Nothing to be unhappy about, really, I don't think.
Yeah, for sure. I started off last season with 2 awful scores in my first 2 qualifiers, and every single one after that was stressful, so it's a much different situation now.
don't think there's anything else I need to ask about the seed. Most of it was just pretty straightforward. Really terrible Hera basement, bow locked, nothing. But it was you had to go to pod first, which is really gross in non-progressive bows, right?
Mhm.
And this is the second seed where this has happened, out of only 3 qualifiers.
I'll take a seed like this over a jet seed where I don't get the jet,
Oh, no, definitely.
especially when I found boots.
I mean, you guys pretty much full cleared the entire game and ended up in top 10. That's a good qualifier seed.
Definitely.
So yeah, got any final words here before we end the stream?
Oh, well, thanks to you guys for doing the commentary and the restreaming and everything. I always appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm joining Tam. Saying you thank you, taking time to commentate and track and hosting those qualifiers.
Our pleasure.
Our pleasure. Thank you to SpeedGaming for hosting this. Thank you to our tracker, Daruk. Thank you, Koi. It was so lovely commentating with you.
Wow. That was a kissing noise. I was making the kissing noise. Mwah. I don't know if that translates in Swedish.
I understand.
All right, bye everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye. Thanks for joining.